So I did digital art for GCSE, and it was like the first time I really understood that people drew for a living, really, apart from seeing art at museums. And then I did university, did animation at university, and realised I couldn't animate. So then what I did was I ended up just drawing as a hobby. So I just drew for the last 7-8 years. I've been just drawing my own thing, my own characters, fan art that I've enjoyed. And it wasn't until last year during Doctor Who on Twitch that suddenly people really started to notice my work and enjoyed it, and I started trying to do conventions. So that's how I started like my artwork. My earliest memories are really quite fascinating because I didn't get into it the usual route for my age. So I'm almost 30. So around 2005, I was about 15, 16, and basically I had no interest at all. I couldn't be bothered. I was like, I don't know what this is. Everyone's hyping up about this thing. It just wasn't really suiting my age range at all. And then I was at university a few years later, and I was helping a friend of mine with their computer. They had some difficulties with the society we were in, and he called me Canine. And I was like, who? Who's Canine? So, like the robot dog, technical support. Like, you've been really helpful. Like school reunion. I still don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, ended up watching The Waters of Mars with them that November, that autumn special, and was completely hooked after that. I didn't know what was going on, but I enjoyed the kind of concept and the idea, and I've always loved time travel as a concept, so I'm a big Back to the Future fan, and I just from there, really, so I ended up just absorbing as much as possible from there on. Well, I've always kind of drawn this way. I mean, I was very inspired by Disney and anime growing up. I really enjoyed Quentin Blake drawings as well when I was growing up as well. So I've always kind of had that sort of style. And I remember, GCSEs, copying my friend doodling in her books. I really liked how she used to draw and stuff like that. And it just kind of develops from there, really. I really like the kind of simplistic look, which people compare to Tintin and stuff like that, the really bold lines, the flat colours, and I quite like how you can tell a lot about a person with so little to work with. So like just exaggerating the nose, or how close the eyes are together, or the haircut, just even those simple things are what we see as a defined character, so I just found that really interesting. So when Twitch happened, I set myself a challenge of trying to draw something from each episode, at least one thing every night, and obviously there were like 3 episodes on. So it was a massive challenge for me, but I was just intrigued, and I posted it on social media and didn't think anything of it, and then all of a sudden it was, I gained about 300 followers in a week, and I was just stunned by the attention, and just kept going ever since. So I remember it was one of my earliest drawings is this famous one, which is Ian and Barbara, with Ian saying London 1965, which I just drew because I loved the chase and I loved them, not expecting it to go as viral as it did. And it ended up in Doctor Who magazine that month, which was terrifying. I just didn't expect it at all, and just kind of continued from there, really. It's just kind of going to conventions, seeing what people want to actually buy off me, and just really taking it from there and seeing what people want and doing what I love and for other people as well. Yeah, so you can find my online portfolio and projects on sophieiles.co.uk, so SOPHIEILES.co.uk. I can also be found on Facebook under Sophie Iles Art, and Instagram under Sophie Iles Art, and I'm most predominant on Twitter, which is Sophie Iles Tweets. And that's where you'll be able to find me most of the time.